You mean human males have milk too? She asked, trying to unzip my pants. The docking bay of Station 9 always smelled faintly of ozone and engine grease. I'd grown used to it after 3 years of patching hull plates and running coolant lines. My name's Jace Weller, maintenance tech, part-time smuggler of fresh earth goods. The one thing the crew begged for more than spare fuses or whiskey: milk. Tonight, I was balancing a crate of old-fashioned glass bottles, frosted with cold, when she stepped out of the shadow of a landed freighter. Tall, silver-skinned, with hair that shimmered like spun starlight, the alien woman fixed her eyes on the crate. "Is that nutrient secretion?" she asked in a hushed, reverent voice. I laughed. "It's just cow's milk. Straight from Earth." Her eyes widened, glowing faintly in the dim light. "You mean humans harvest milk too? From their females?" Yeah. Mostly cows, though." She tilted her head, studying me like I was a puzzle. "And the males? Surely they produce milk as well." I nearly dropped the crate. "Not exactly." But before I could explain, she stepped closer, curiosity overcoming caution. Her delicate fingers reached for the zipper on my work jacket. "Then allow me to see where you keep it." Whoa. I caught her hands, nearly dropping the crate again. My face burned hotter than a plasma torch. "That's not how this works." The misunderstanding. Her name was Clyra, an envoy from the Thaleen. In her species, males provided a nutrient gel for their young, while females focused on defense and energy gathering. To her, it was obvious that human males should do the same. We sat in the station mess hall, my crate of milk bottles on the table between us, condensation dripping onto the steel surface. Clyra crossed her arms. "So you're telling me human males do not give milk at all?" "Not unless something's gone really wrong," I muttered. "Biology just doesn't work that way for us." She frowned, then glanced down at the crate. "But you brought this, why?" "Because the chefs can't make decent cocoa without it." I slid one bottle across the table. "Here. Try it." She sniffed it cautiously, then took a sip. Her eyes lit up like twin suns. "By the stars, this is better than any gel. Sweet, nourishing, and warm when it reaches the chest." She pressed her hand against her sternum, shivering. Chuckled. "Glad you like it. But, maybe stick to drinking it from bottles, not me." The crisis. Just as her laughter filled the hall, alarms blared through the station. An ion storm was sweeping in, tearing at the hull with electromagnetic fury. Lights flickered. The milk crate rattled across the table. But that wasn't the worst of it. A frantic cry echoed down the corridor, a Thaleen infant wailing with hunger. Clara's smile vanished. "The child needs feeding," she whispered. "But our gel stores were destroyed in transit. If I cannot provide—" Her voice cracked, a rare sound from someone so poised. I grabbed the crate. "Then we'll make do with what we've got." We sprinted to the med bay, where the tiny creature squirmed inside a stasis crib, skin shimmering like pearl. Its cries were sharp enough to make my heart ache. Clyra knelt beside it, murmuring in her language. "He will not survive without milk. But he does not recognize mine alone." She looked up at me. "Jace, will your earth milk work?" I glanced at the infant, then at the bottles sweating in my hands. Only one way to find out. The attempt. We poured the milk into a sterilized feeder. I held the tiny bottle while Clyra cradled the infant, her hands trembling. The baby sniffled, turned its head, and finally latched on. The storm roared outside, shaking the medbay walls, but in that moment the only sound I cared about was the quiet rhythm of the child drinking. Clyra's eyes filled with tears. He accepts it, she whispered. Your people's milk, it saves him. I felt my chest tighten, not with embarrassment this time but with something far deeper. Guess cows deserve a galactic medal. She laughed softly through her tears. And so do you, Jace Weller. The long night. The storm knocked out most of the station's power. With no heating, the medbay grew icy cold. I wrapped blankets around Clyra and the child, then sat close, sharing body warmth. She leaned against me, her voice low. When I first saw you, I thought only of what your body could provide. But tonight, I see your heart provides more than any nutrient gel ever could. I swallowed hard, unsure how to answer. So I did the only thing I could. I told her about Earth, about campfires and cocoa, about winter nights when warmth came from sitting shoulder to shoulder with someone you trusted. Her head rested against mine as the infant slept between us, tiny breaths rising and falling. Dawn after the storm. When the ion storm finally passed, light filtered back through the viewport, stars glittering against calm space. The station hummed to life again. Clyra turned to me, holding the baby close. You have shown me more than I imagined, Jace. Your species may not produce milk as our males do, but you give something rarer. I raised an eyebrow. What's that? She smiled, soft and genuine. Hope. I felt my own smile tug at the corners of my mouth. Hope goes well with coffee too. And guess what? We've still got half a crate left. Her laughter filled the room, brighter than the lights coming back on. Together we walked toward the mess hall, the child safe in her arms, and for the first time in years, Station 9 felt like a home instead of just a workplace.